Off our Kiss Army 35th anniversary radio celebration. My name is Ed Zeppelin. 35 years ago today, the Kiss Army started right here in Terre Haute. Special co-host this hour, we've got Bill Starkey, the Kiss Army General. Welcome, Bill.
Thank you, Ed. It's great to be here on the 35th anniversary of something that I think is going to be an international thing.
Oh, I got a call just a minute ago from a guy in Boston who was wanting to listen online. You can check out a stream online at WTHITV.com and then check our website. Monday, we'll have a podcast of this up there. And I've also got a guy on the phone who you know from your past, the program director at the local rock station, WVTS, in 1975, who was, I guess it was really Kiss Army's, the first battle they ever fought was probably with this guy, Rich Dickerson. Are you there?
Yes, I am. How you doing, Ed?
Welcome to the show, and I've got Bill Starkey here. Bill
it's been a long time since we've talked. Bill, how you doing?
Fine, Rich.
Of course, it was Bill and his group of friends that gave you hell, trying to get you to play Kiss music. I want to hear Bill's version, a quick synopsis of what that went down, then we'll compare that with how you remember it, Rich.
All right.
I saw Kiss December the 8th in Evansville with my father, of all people, and then I went to see Kiss at Indianapolis on the 28th of December, and I came back to Terre Haute, and I told all my friends in high school how great they were, and that I thought they should have been on the radio, and back then VTS was our top rock and roll radio station, and you had a request line, and you called up and requested music, and me and a friend of mine by the name of Jay Evans decided that we would, on a lark, call and ask, if we could hear some Kiss music, and we were told that Kiss wasn't played on the radio station by one of the other DJs, and that a lot of it was that we had to talk to the program director. Well, the program director was Mr. Rich Dickerson then, and we persisted to write letters and make phone calls, and eventually other people joined with us in the same process. We called ourselves the Kiss Army. It was run out of my basement, and eventually Rich, he realizing the promotion, the guy that he was, he said, this is pretty good thing. And when Kiss announced in September they were coming to Terre Haute, Rich said, those letters you were writing, he said, why don't you send those letters in groups of 3, and we would have like a Kiss Army letter of the day, and I would read them at 5 o'clock in the evening up until the show. And the bad thing was Rich always got the last word, and we were doing talk trash radio. Rich was Howard Stern before Howard Stern. And he would kind of run us. He like I said, he always had the last word, so we would kind of look kind of bad. So there was nothing I could do but promote Kiss and put down Rich's programming list. Well, eventually Kiss found out what we were doing, and I guess maybe that Rich should tell the rest of the story as far as how Kiss contacted him.
It all sounds fairly safe so far, Rich, but they were pretty relentless, weren't they?
They were indeed relentless. I got letters every day, it seemed like, and I honestly, I've thought about this over the years, trying to think back to the inception of the whole thing, and I really don't remember. He was just asking for something that we weren't interested in playing.
And that was Kiss music.
Yeah. Brilliant programming idea. I mean, with lyrics like, I just want to rock and roll all day and party every night. I mean, that's just heavy-duty stuff, But,
Rich, could you verify something? We've got R.J. Courtwright in the studio, who also was one of the great radio personalities back then. R.J., sure. I think, told us that you actually even threw the Kiss albums away, that you didn't have any Kiss albums there. And I remember having to bring my albums to the VTS to have them copied. Do you remember any of that? Or
no, I don't remember that at all. I remember getting the letters, and I had more fun with Jay and with Bill with the letters, because I would read them every day at 5, and I don't know if I have any tapes of them or not. RJ might. He seems to revel in saving old crap from VTS and PFR. But I remember correcting his grammar, his punctuation.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah. Did I not do that on Bill?
I won't. Like I said, Rich, he always got the last lick in, and it was pretty good.
Well, Rich, I appreciate you calling in today. We're gonna hear RJ's side of the story in a little bit here, and we're gonna do something you wouldn't do back in the day. That's play some Kiss.
Well, RJ's a pathological liar. I want you to know that.
All right. Hey, Rich, thanks for calling in today, man.
Okay. All
Take
right,
care.
Thanks.
All right. That's nice. Here's one from Kiss. It's Calling Dr. Love on the River. There's Kiss with Love Gun on the Wabash Valley's rock station, 105.5 The River, the Kiss Army 35th anniversary radio celebration. We have the Kiss Army General himself in studio this hour, Bill Starkey. We also have the mayor of Terre Haute, Duke Bennett, and you've got a special proclamation that we're going to go ahead and let you read here today.
Okay, thanks. It's great to be here on the 35th anniversary of the Kiss Army celebration we're doing, so I have a proclamation I'd like to read. It reads as follows. Whereas Kiss has been a staple in popular rock culture since the mid-'70s, and whereas Kiss has united millions across countries and continents for over 3 decades, and whereas Kiss has influenced other artists to creatively take chances while still listening to their fans, and whereas Kiss has changed with the times to remain popular while still keeping things that have made them very successful, and whereas Kiss has provided the Wabash Valley with 8 great concerts dating back to 1975, more than any other popular music group. And whereas Kiss has recognized the city of Terre Haute, Indiana in numerous publications and media for 35 years as the birthplace of the Kiss Army, the name by which all Kiss fans are identified. And whereas Kiss has taught all of us in the Kiss Army to stand up for what you believe in, no matter what others might sell you. Now, therefore, I, Duke A. Bennett, Mayor of the City of Terre Haute, do hereby proclaim Sunday, November 21st, 2010 as Kiss Army Day in the city of Terre Haute, Indiana.
Oh, very good. And now all we got to do is get you to join the Kiss Army. You can do that at kissonline.com.
All right.
That's Mayor Duke Bennett. We'll hear more about that very first concert, 1975, in just a few. Right now, it's Shout It Out Loud. Kiss on the River. There's Kiss. Shout It Out Loud on the Wabash Valley's rock station, 105.5 The River, on this Kiss Army 35th anniversary radio celebration here in the studio with the Kiss Army General, Bill Starkey. Bill, so far we've heard from the former program director at VTS from 1975, Rich Dickerson, and the mayor of Terre Haute. So far, so good.
Incredible. Yeah, it's just one guest after another.
And the Army that you started 35 years ago is participating outside. Actually, we've got some people outside, and we've got Scott Steele out front right now. Hi, Scott.
Hey, man, what's up? Yep, we got some Kiss Army guys out here. One guy probably came the farthest of anybody is a guy came from Arkansas. What's your name?
Tom Hale.
Tom, man, what? So did you drive all the way from Arkansas to get up here for this?
Sure did.
Man, that's unbelievable. How long have you been a Kiss Army guy?
Since it was New Year's Eve, 74, 75.
So, like, right there, right when I got started, and you got this cool hat on. Well, we got some pictures of it. We'll put on the website later, but you got patches, and are these like actual autographs on your hat, too? Very cool, very cool. How many Kiss shows have you seen?
I've lost count. The first 2 were over in Japan at the Budokan.
The first 2 Kiss shows you saw were in Japan?
Yeah, 77 and 78. My dad was in the Air Force in Misawa, and my uncle was stationed down in Yokota, so I take a hop down during the summer and go to see the band,
Oh, man, that must have been epic.
Oh, yeah. It was really awesome.
We got guys here from St. Louis and Indianapolis. There's one dude's got a epic back tattoo. Wish we could. I got pictures of that too. We'll put that on the website later. So, Ad from in front of the building here. We'll throw it back to you.
All right, the Kiss Army, loud and proud for 35 years. Here's Detroit Rock City on the River. Wabash Valley's rock station, 105.5 The River. There's Kiss, Detroit Rock City on this 35th anniversary of the Kiss Army. We've got, of course, Bill Starkey, the Kiss Army General here, and the Field Marshal is also called in. We've got him online ready to go. And 35 years ago, the music director at the rock station in Terre Haute, WVTS, R.J. Courtright. Now, R.J., welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for the invite, Ed.
Glad to have you. And, of course, you remember Bill.
Oh, yes. Who can forget Bill?
And you may remember this guy. Jay, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hi, RJ.
Hi, Jay.
And Jay, you wrote some letters as well. You and Bill kind of spearheaded this thing. Is that how you remember it?
Yeah, I think Bill did most of the writing because I remember reading them in his handwriting. So I think he did most of them, but I was kind of like the side man.
Well, we'll keep your title as field manager then, if you're happy with that.
Well, it's officially Field Marshal, and Bill, by the way, is the Commander-Chief of the Kiss Army, not the General.
Commander-in-Chief. All right. There's so many titles with this Army. I met some of our Kiss Army people outside the radio station earlier, and they'd introduce themselves as, Kiss Army Terre Haute, Kiss Army Indianapolis, Kiss Army Arkansas. So it's big and it's huge, and it started right here 35 years ago. So, Jay, I want to thank you for calling in today, man.
My pleasure.
All right, take care of yourself. Now, RJ, before we got in the studio here, you were telling me a story about when Kiss came to Terre Haute in 1975.
Right.
Had you guys been playing Kiss music by this point? Did the Army finally wear you down and get you to play Kiss records?
Honestly, we would have probably played Kiss a long time ago, but by not doing so,
Yeah.
letters kept coming in and gave Rich some great material.
And great publicity.
Oh, yeah.
And great stories to tell 35 years later.
Yeah. Actually, I think we did play Cold Gin and Black Diamond. I think I played that before Rich would play something on his show. So,
And do you remember throwing Kiss records in the trash, or is that just kind of got skewed over time?
I heard Rich Dickerson say something about me being a pathological liar. I've asked him never to bring that up. No, actually, Rich would take the records outside and spit on them, then light them ablaze. No, he didn't. No, we at that time, there was no single yet. Rock and Roll All Night just came out. I had heard the first album and always liked the first album, and suggested a few cuts for us to play, but we held out just to kind of give Bill a little, pronging.
Now finish the story for me. Kiss comes to Terre Haute, and the station vehicle at that time is a hearse, and you load that thing up, right? Go ahead, finish the story.
We've got Bill's other members of the Army, who 4 of them who were dressed up as Kiss. They came out to the station the day of the promotion. We loaded them into the hearse, headed to the airport, and at the airport, of course, Kiss came, landed, and did their thing. And the plan was that the fire department, the police department, and I believe the Army were to escort Kiss's limo back to the radio station. They were going to take them down Wabash Avenue, and we asked people to be ready and line up and wave as they went by. Well, everything was going smooth at the airport, and then we noticed that the band was starting to get into their limo, so it was time to head back to the station. So I rounded up Bill's 4 friends who were dressed like Kiss to get them back into the hearse. We jumped into the hearse, and the police thought we were the band. We got the escort. So I told the guys, just wave it and have fun. We had a fire truck, the police, I don't know, tanks, and what else behind us. But anyway, so we got the escort. Nobody was with Kiss in the limo, so they fortunately the driver knew where the station was and popped over to I-70 and over to West Terre Haute and finally got him there.
Oh, that's awesome. I got a phone call yesterday from Paul Stanley. He's going to try to call in today. Hopefully he does. In case he doesn't, I did want to hear from one member of the band and got this voicemail this morning. So Gene Simmons wanted to get a little message out to the Kiss fans.
Ed, it's Gene Simmons calling. My apologies for not being able to call while you're on the air, but wanted to take a moment to say how proud I am. You guys are celebrating 35 years of the Kiss Army, deservedly a classic event. We are proud of not only having played at Terre Haute, but calling Terre Haute as the birthplace of the Kiss Army. We've never been shy about telling the world that, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. All the best.
That's awesome. That's Gene Simmons who left that voicemail. He's on an airplane right now and couldn't call in. May get a phone call later from Paul Stanley, though.
Cool.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in, RJ. Let's get back to some music. Here's Heaven's on Fire. It's Kiss on the River. The Wabash Valley's rock station, 105.5 The River from Animalize. 1984, there's Heaven's on Fire from Kiss on this Kiss Army 35th Anniversary Radio Celebration. My name's Ed Zeppelin. In the studio, we've got Bill Starkey, the Kiss Army General, or I've been corrected now. What is your official title?
Commander-in-Chief.
Commander-in-Chief. On the phone line, I hope he's still there. We've got, should be Paul Stanley. Hi, Paul.
Hey, how are you?
Great, man. Thank you for calling in today. You caught me by surprise yesterday.
I know, but, I wanted to be a part of this so much that I didn't want to forget about it, and I looked after we spoke, and I went, it's supposed to be today, so here I am again. Yeah,
I'm raking leaves in the yard, and I look down at my cell phone, and I don't recognize this number, but I'll answer it. Hello? And he says, Ed, Paul Stanley. I'm like, hi, Paul. How are you,
I
man?
wanted to help you rake leaves.
You're certainly welcome to do that as well. The other guy you hear is Bill Starkey, who I believe you know.
I am. I just stood up at attention and saluted.
This is
look, what Bill Starkey did, with Jay, and, particularly is unprecedented in rock and roll. What they did, like any great great leaders is they took all these individual voices that weren't getting heard and rallied them into an army. And they coined Kiss Army, the title of the Kiss Army. And here we are, 30-plus years later, and the Kiss Army has grown into the largest volunteer army in the world. And there's nothing more powerful than a volunteer army.
And we're awfully proud to have started right here in Terre Haute. Now, other bands have fan clubs, but there's only one army, and still going strong.
Well, every other fan club, or whatever you want to call it, or the fan devotion, is measured by how it measures up to Kiss, because everybody knows there are no fans like Kiss fans. Kiss fans in the beginning fought for the band, and I don't mean, just verbally, physically. It wasn't the most popular thing to be a Kiss fan, and people drew that line in the sand. So here we are at this point, and the Kiss Army is synonymous with what any kind of affiliation with a band should be, and to this day is the benchmark. I mean, the bar was set high, and nobody's been able to reach it.
Now, do you remember in 1975 when you came to Terre Haute to play at the Holman Center?
Yeah. The funny thing, coming from New York City, is Terre Haute to us sounded like some place in France. I mean, we didn't even know how to pronounce it. And, the reception we got and the response we got was like a victory celebration. Here's all these people who went to WVTS and said, hey, you either play Kiss music by, and set a deadline, or we surround the building. And everybody thought that was very funny until it happened.
Yeah.
Well, so, coming to Terre Haute was the beginning of a very, very long and fevered and powerful relationship. We saw Bill recently, and he belongs on Mount Rushmore.
Well, if anybody can put Bill's face on Mount Rushmore, it's the Kiss Army. So don't put that idea in his head, because he'll probably push for it. So. Well,
he's obviously got a head made out of stone, because he pushed for something that seemed impossible. So we always celebrate him.
Now, what has the Kiss Army meant to you after all these years? Still going strong, still people signing up every day at kissonline.com. The Kiss Army, what does that mean to you?
Well, it started out so small and really turned into something universal. You can go to any country in the world, and people will tell you they're in the Kiss Army. And much like the logo, you can go to places like the Amazon rainforest, and literally you'll go see some structure with the Kiss logo on it. I'm not endorsing going to do things like that, but it's just a testament to the fan devotion. But that fan devotion is also based on the band's devotion. We have maintained a commitment to the fans since the beginning, and although we don't always make the right choices, we always make the choices that we think are right, and it's made for something very, very special.
Okay. Well, listen, I've got Bill here, and I know he's itching to talk to you. Bill, in fact, he wanted me to ask Paul something if I had him on the line, but I'll just let you ask him.
What was that? We were talking, you did an interview a while back that you said that you actually drove your kids to school in the morning, and I thought that, being a school teacher, I thought that was kind of amusing, because we wait for our kids to come in to school every day, and I just can't imagine what it would be like for the teachers and the staff when Paul Stanley drives up with the kids in the morning.
I got to tell you, it's one of the things that I love doing most and always have. It's awesome to be on stage, and I'm blessed to be doing that. And I'm also blessed to get my kids ready for school and take them to school. It's
incredible.
Being a parent, I think, is the most noble thing you can do. But not just the I guess the surface or the basics of being a parent are very easy, because it just means having a child. But being a great parent is something that I always hold, in my list of priorities. So, do I drive my kids to school? Absolutely. Do I do work with them? Yeah. Do I participate in school projects? You betcha.
Wow.
Matter of fact, the last school that Evan was in for kindergarten through 6th grade, I was on the board of trustees. So,
how about that? Well, Paul Stanley, did you ever think that Bill Starkey, 35 years ago, would turn out to be a school teacher?
It's a great thing because, truly, I mean, the best thing we can do is prepare the next generation, because when we're not here, we want to leave the world a better place. So it's really up to the teachers, and I certainly have some issues with some of the union policies where you have people, in positions of having a job that can't necessarily be let go, or that the process becomes impossible. But Bill's not one of those people, and the last great Starkey was Ringo. So. Here we've got Ringo and Bill. So.
Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in today, and yeah, the kids definitely the future, and they've got some great music to listen to as they grow up. And here's one I'm sure they will enjoy for years to come. It's Let's Put the X in Sex. Here's Kiss on the River. The Wabash Valley's rock station is 105.5 The River as we celebrate 35 years of the Kiss Army. Here in the studio with me, Bill Starkey, who used to be referred to as the Kiss Army General, and then you told me that Kiss asked you to change that, or they changed it to Commander-in-Chief. So what started in 1975, you've had, that was the beginning of the relationship. You've had interaction all along with the band.
Oh, sure. I was brought up on stage with the band twice, not just in 75, but in 95, they had the, like what was called a Kiss convention, and I had not seen the band for a while, and I came up and introduced myself. And of all people, I was introducing myself to was Tommy Thayer, and Tommy said, "Well, that's awesome. You need to come back a little bit later in the day, and we're going to bring you. I want Gene and Paul to see you." Well, it was just so amazing that we got to shake hands, and Gene said, "I want you to come up on stage and sit with us." And Gene gets out of his chair, and here I'm sitting up on stage with Bruce Kulick and Eric Singer and Paul, and Gene's there, and Gene's behind me, and they just wanted me to start talking to the fans out there about the Kiss Army, and this was at the Indianapolis Hilton, I believe, and hell, they didn't know what I was going to say or anything like that. I could have said anything, and because we hadn't seen each other in like 15 years, and it was just pretty cool that they did that, and I got up there and I got to talk about the Kiss Army, and later on I would get a hold of the band, and I don't want to mention connections and stuff like that, and they set me up with some pretty good seats, and I can't complain about that. And I guess my most recent contact was at the State Fair when they were going from the dressing room to the meet and greet, and I yelled out, "Hey, thanks for the tickets," and I could read Tommy's lips, and Tommy said, "I think there's Bill over there," and which was really cool. Paul broke ranks and just walked over to the line where we were at and shook my hand and put his arm around me, and that was just a really classy gesture. And then following him was Gene, and I said the same thing to Gene. Well, Gene stops and he bends and he says, "You're the man." Well, when Gene Simmons tells you you're the man, I mean, hey, well, that just does it for you. So that kind of interaction was cool. I mean, stage things are very hectic on tour, and you're if you're lucky to get a handshake or a "Hey, how you doing?" when you go to the show, that's fantastic. That takes the cake. And like I said, I get pretty damn good seats too.
So you've had your fair share of tickets and backstage passes slid along to you, huh?
Yeah. They've been pretty good about that. And I never get. It's funny. I'm 54. I never get tired of it. It's like you think, well, the blood puking, the fire breathing, and all that, you're going to get tired of. No, you really don't. I mean, you just don't for some reason. And I think what motivates me a lot too is the fans, like the fans that are out in the parking lot this morning that are here celebrating this event. I mean, those people are motivational to me as well, because they're all so diverse and they all have so many different things to say. And we have a Kiss Indie Expo that, matter of fact, Mr. Keith LaRue runs, who also does Kiss Online, and Keith puts on the best Kiss Expos anywhere. And we have them every March, and it's awesome to meet the fans.
Cool. Well, let's get back to some Kiss music then. Here's Tears Are Falling. It's Kiss on the River. Valley's rock station, 105.5 The River. Tears Are Falling from Kiss on the Kiss Army 35th Anniversary Radio Celebration. My name is Ed Zeppelin in studio this hour. My co-host has been Bill Starkey. Bill, I want to thank you for coming in today, man. It's been a lot of fun.
It's just a true honor to be where I'm at and I guess represent KISS fans from all around the world, and it's good to be a KISS fan right now, I tell you.
It is. We heard from Paul Stanley this hour. We had a nice voicemail message from Gene Simmons, the mayor, proclaiming it official KISS Army Day in Terre Haute, and a couple old guys from VTS from back in the day we heard from as well. So it's been a lot of fun. I also want to say a special thanks to Susie Dinkle at News 10 for covering the story. Make sure you check out their newscast tonight at 11 o'clock. Also online at WTHITV.com. She put together a real nice piece. And she also did a lot of work behind the scenes for this radio broadcast, too. So special thanks to Susie Dinkle. And we've got Scott Steele still outside with a bunch of KISS fans. Let's hear from them one more time. Scott, you out there?
Yeah, more and more KISS fans are showing up here, man. It's getting crazy.
KISS, 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 KISS.
It sounds wild. It sounds wild. Let's wrap up the show with one from the band we're honoring today. It's Cold Gin. Here's KISS on the River.